Abandoned, the hardest Hello Neighbor mod of all time. With over 30 keys, almost every single door in the entire game you have to have a key to unlock. With extremely difficult puzzles. And yet, I beat it in less than an hour. Less than 5% of everyone who's played this mod has actually beaten it without getting any help from tutorials, hacks, looking where any of the keys are, or anything like that. And I am part of that 5%. Now, I'm in the house. I first looked around to see if there was anything out in the open. There wasn't, so I went into the first room. So, at first glance, you wouldn't think that there's anything in here that would be special to unlock any locks. But actually, after a while of searching, going on top of shelves, searching all over the place in this room, as well as opening a couple shelves, I finally found something. It was this key. I grabbed this blue key, and I was able to use it on this lock. I used it, and it actually worked. So, I put that to the side, and I went searching again. It wasn't after long before I found this key, this cyan-looking key. So I unlocked that. Now, I had already gotten to the second room. This time, I noticed there was way more paintings than usual. So, I knew there would probably be something behind these paintings. And before long, there was a green key behind one of the paintings. This was amazing. So I grabbed this green key and was able to use it on that door. So I knocked down all the rest of the paintings to make sure there wasn't anything else. So, after knocking down all the paintings, I found the cyan key, which it's a lighter cyan than the other one. So, I used this key, was able to use it on that door. Now, I only need a white key. So I began looking all over in the corners of where all the boxes were to make sure there was nothing else. But I found this on the door frame. So, I went over and I grabbed that white key. Now, I used it on that. I was able to go into the next room. This is the biggest room, so there's a couple things we have to notice. 1, that there's 3 times the paintings. 2, that there's 3 times the shelves and items. But there is only a few keys that we would need for the next door. So, this would be kind of hard to go across. But I knocked down all the paintings to start off. So, there was nothing behind the paintings. Well, at least on this wall. I kept searching, and I found this. There was some hole behind this painting. I was able to grab this piece of paper-looking thing. That was able to work as a key card to this. Now, after a while of searching, I found this, a brownish key. I used that on that door. Now I just need an orangish key. I found that behind a shoe. So now, I had already made it into the next room. This was a maze-looking room. I checked the shelf, then I went in. I checked every drawer, and I found this reddish-purple key. Now, I used that on that door. So now, I looked in these shelves, which had absolutely nothing. Went up this ladder, and looked in this shelf. There was actually a little black key I was able to use on this. Now, I had made it into another room. I started looking through drawers, and before long, I found this, an orange key card. I used it on that, and I was able to make it into another room. This was the biggest room yet. So, I immediately began searching. I looked through all the drawers, and after a while, I was able to find this key. It was a brownish grayish key, sort of, which I was super excited to find. It led to this lock, which I was able to make it into the next room. Now I immediately found this orange key down here, which led to here. There was another room, but the first time I looked there was nothing. The second time I found this yellow key. This yellow key led to here, which made it so I could throw this key at this, so I could go up onto another layer. So, I started looking around, but they used the same trick, and I grabbed this key, which I was able to use on this lock. I had made it into another room. Now at first glance there's nothing here, but there's actually a magnet gun. So, I grabbed that magnet gun, which would be, I assume, would be super useful. So, I also found this hole, which led back down to the ground. I don't know why it was there, but it could come into some use later. So, I found this lever, which actually did this, which was very surprising. Now, I was able to grab this key, which led here. This room had a ladder, so I saw if anything was out in the open, and nothing was. So I opened these drawers, seeing if anything was in there. And when I opened this drawer, I found this little black thing hanging out. And it looked like a key, and it was. Now it led me to this room with showing all of the keys in the game. That is insane. There is so many keys in here. But I was able to find this red key hiding down here, which led to what I could escape with. This door. Then I found this key. It led right here. So, now I looked through the rest of the drawer. Nothing was there. Then I looked in this drawer. I found this key, which led here. After that, I put up this lever, which would make it easier for me to travel between here, instead of just going down different layers. There was this hole down here, and I found this key with somewhat ease. Then, in here, I found another key. Now, I looked in these drawers. This key led there, and then this other key led here. Now, I was in this room, which I was able to put that up the lever. I was able to go. Now I found this key, which led here. I was able to go into another room. This room had a door, so I had to find something. I continued looking. I found this key, which led back to the bottom. This was the key leading to the door that I had to escape. Then I found this key, which led to this door, which also led outside. So, I threw this box at this window. I was able to use this magnet gun to grab this key. This key led all the way here. Now I just needed a darker yellow, which I found in this shelf. I used it on there, and now I'm in a different room. At first glance, it's nothing, but here's a lever that makes it so I can open this door now. Now, after looking in this shelf, I found this red key, the last key that I needed to escape. I needed a crowbar or a hammer. I found a hammer. Now, I could now escape. I went back to the door. I took the nails off, and I threw the board away. I got the key, put it in. Now, I opened the door. I have officially escaped the neighbor's most confusing, hardest, most inescapable house of all time.